Good evening, everyone. DSP here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was my return day to streaming, Sunday, the 28th of June, 2026. Some good stuff, some really not so good stuff, some stuff in between. Let's talk all about it because it was a good day. We started off today with a fun level 1 podcast. I got caught up with everything going on, talked about the week coming up, including that I had installed mods on Dark Souls 2, which are going to allow us to have path tracing lighting. And the game looks like a totally different game, and so we're starting it today. In addition, the fact that we had new Pokemon cards arriving, including a Japanese box of cards, which would be the first time ever that we opened them, and it just so happened to be the Japanese box of cards that's called Abyss Eye, the ones that are the equivalent of the English cards, Pitch Black, that don't come out till next month. So basically, this box is a preview of what we're going to get with Pitch Black next month, which is pretty darn cool. In addition, I got Ascended Heroes, which is the cards that are not available in a big booster box, but instead only in little bundles and smaller quantities. And this one has incredibly good cards, supposedly, a chance at very valuable ones, but, it's hard to get them and they're very expensive to get. So with the additions of these to the streams, it meant that everything with the Pokemon cards this week would be completely refreshed, which is awesome, right? So that was great. A great announcement. Everyone was excited for that. Yes, there was good support today for the Dark Souls 2 premiere stream. So how did Dark Souls 2 go? Well, number one, the mod that I did called Path Lighting is a double-edged sword. First off, all of the lighting in the game is absolutely gorgeous now. Everything looks hyper-realistic. It's absolutely ridiculous that the lighting is so improved. However, because it's hyper-realistic, all the areas that are dark are literally pitch black dark. Like, I can't see anything. And being that in this game you have a timed torch, I can't even really use it right now. So we're in the early parts and I'm running through rooms. I can't see where I'm going, what I'm doing. It's very challenging. Like, it's made to be kind of like a very challenging version of the game using the path lighting. Looks completely different, looks much better, but then you get lost because you can't see anything, right? I hope eventually, I think you can get like a lantern in this game, or maybe I can get something that glows that I can put on my body. Then hopefully we'll be able to see everywhere we go and not have to worry too much, because right now it is very, very daunting. In addition, people said they wanted me to be deprived. I was like, I'll give you what you want. We already played this game twice. So I picked deprived, and now the game is insanely difficult at the beginning. It's so ridiculously difficult because you're at level 1 instead of like level 12, which is what you would start at if you were another class. You're incredibly weak, no health, right? I couldn't use any weapons. Finally found like this broken sword that I'm using right now. I hope I can find a better one soon. But yeah, it's a mess right now. Like, I'm flubbing it, trying to get through the game, and I'm dying left, right, up, and down. I died like a zillion times today. And so it will likely be my most challenging run of Dark Souls I've ever done, because I did this deprived run, and I can't see in dark areas, okay? Now, obviously, that'll get better over time. But right now, for the start, man, the first 2 hours were incredibly rough. I just got pounded, okay? Now, I'm going to play Dark Souls 2 again tomorrow, so if you liked it, you're in luck. There's 2 very good reasons why. Reason number 1, because I did a podcast today, I only had about 2 hours to play Dark Souls 2, and admittedly, that's a little underwhelming, right? We want more than just 2 hours of Dark Souls 2 and I have to wait several days to play again. I don't feel like I got even my footholds in the game yet. So I do want to play it again. And in addition to that, listen to this. This is the horrible news, guys, so get ready for this. Here. You knowing horrible news. You ready for this? The YouTube chat bug was not fixed. People had told me, people are posted on the internet. It was fixed. It was not fixed whatsoever. Okay? Today I decided to not do the 1 week sub-only mode and just try it normally like I used to. I think it's like 5 minutes sub-only. During the Dark Souls 3 stream, 3 separate times the chat was frozen by trolls. Okay? First time, I said, okay, let me restart the stream as 2 week sub-only mode. Immediately froze it again. Okay, let me start the stream as a month sub-only mode. Froze it again. All right, I'm going to try as 2 month sub-only mode. They froze it again. Then I went to 4 month sub-only mode. They froze it again. And then there was a 5th and final stream where I put it to 6 month sub-only mode. And finally, I was able to finish. They didn't freeze it. Now, it could have just been they got tired of messing with me and left. Or it could be whatever account they're using to freeze it isn't subbed to the channel for 6 months. I don't know. But it was frustrating because, number one, I had to keep wasting time making a whole new stream, starting over, guiding people to the new stream so that they could actually chat. That was number one. Number two, obviously, we have people who just started subscribing to the channel in the last, 5+ months. And some of them are fans and supporters. And they were sad. One or two of them super chatted. Man, this sucks. I can't talk now. I know. This is horrible. It sucks that basically YouTube drags their feet fixing anything. I guarantee you people have reported this bug. It's not just me it's happened to. It actually happened to other streamers before it happened to me. But YouTube drags their feet fixing anything. There's still bugs on YouTube I'm noticing from 6 months ago that just got fixed. So this one, because it's not going to affect a huge group of people yet, might not be looked at for a while. We might have to play this game every day. It's this simple, though. If it happens one more time when my chats are set to 6 months sub only, I'll go to 1 year. And if that doesn't fix it, happens again, I quit. All we're going to do is not even bother with the sub only mode. We're just going to do like we used to. And if it freezes, and I'll make a new one and go from there. What's the point? If setting it to this insanely lengthy sub only isn't working, there's no point to doing it. So we'll see what happens. Okay. I apologize to everyone. Yes, today was incredibly frustrating because of this. Like, obviously, the goal was not to frustrate viewers who are newcomers to the channel for just a few months. But what can I do? I'm trying to get it so that everyone can chat, okay? For the record, tonight's late night stream, I left it on 6 months sub-only mode, and it never got frozen. Now, I don't know, again, if that's because the person who knows the exploit just didn't come to the stream, or 6 months sub-only mode locked them out from chatting, and now we at least have a couple of months to wait before they have the ability to do it again, and maybe YouTube will fix it in the next couple of months. I don't know, okay? The first stream did well. It was well supported for being Dark Souls 2. We opened 4 of the packs of the Japanese Abyss Zero cards, and we got an actual hit that looks really cool. Okay. Kind of looks like a dark Pikachu. I think it's called Maniko or something like that. Really nice card. You can check out that unboxing or that unsleeving as a separate upload stream. It's a stream that was like 20 minutes that's by itself visible on the channel. Just watch the stream. That's it. It's separate from the Dark Souls stuff. So you can watch that if you want to see these Japanese cards and what they look like. It was actually really fun to do. And I love the cards. I'm having a good time with this Japanese box. And people are like, you should probably get more Japanese cards. These are better than the English. I'm like, I'm okay with that. They're more readily available and they're cheaper to get. So why not? So really like that. Great hit. It's worth about $12. Made the wall, the Poke wall, as you can see, right around the middle. So that was excellent. All right. Late stream was Star Fox. My second and final stream of Star Fox since it released last Thursday. Tonight, I had one goal. Get through the game, playing through the harder stages that we didn't see last time. And then if there's a little extra time, maybe try some of the multiplayer. We did all of that. Okay, we did. We went to the whole northern path, which I think is Sector Y, Aquas, I can't remember the third one. There's one where you have to destroy all these little security lights. There's one where you have to get 100 hits or 100 kills. All these optional objectives. I did them all. So it was cool because we got to see the extra new characters show up as part of the plot. Really fun. We beat it. It was challenging at the end, actually. The next to last stage is actually really hard. And then the last stage was easy as hell. We did try the multiplayer. I did play it against humans. I'll be honest. It's okay. It's not great. It's not terrible. It's just okay. It's nice that it's there, but it's not something that I would want to play again. Like, I played it for like maybe a half an hour, and I was like, it's just passable multiplayer. It's not anything really interesting. Like I was telling everyone, it feels like a game that came out 20 years ago. It really does. And I mean, it's funny because Star Fox 64 is actually from the 90s, so it's actually 30 years ago. Well, the multiplayer feels like it's from 20 years ago. Okay? So after that, we did get some support. We got over $100 of support, and one of the contributions was $50. So we actually opened 2 more packs of the Pokemon cards. And it was very, very fun. I actually learned a lot about the Japanese cards, that basically in each box, you're guaranteed to get 6 to 8 of the EX cards. That are the really nice looking ones that you play with. And then, well, the ones that are good to play with. And then you get basically around 3 illustration rare cards per box, guaranteed. And you get 1 hyper rare card per box. We don't know what it's going to be or if it's going to have value or not. But that's the difference between the Japanese cards and the English. In the Japanese, you're guaranteed to get those hits every single time you open a box. That's cool. You know you're getting it in there. You're not going to get a box of complete duds. You're always going to get something good. So that's also why the Japanese cards are worth less and aren't in as much demand. What I'm to understand, it's the law. Like in Japan, they don't go for the gambling stuff. So they're like, nah, if you buy that box, you're getting good stuff. Like, oh, that's interesting that it works like that. So anyway, Had a great time tonight, even though, was it overwhelming support? No, but it actually did a little bit better than we did the premiere stream of Star Fox. We got to see the game. We're done with it now. It was fun. Enjoyed the footage when I upload it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you like Star Fox. Okay, so here's the deal. Tomorrow, Monday, we're going to do a DSP morning show, not a podcast. This will be a shorter show. After the morning show, Dark Souls 2 for around 3 hours. And then after that, DSP tries it, the new stuff from Taco Bell. So it's going to be a very fun stream. Hopefully we'll get great engagement and support. Hopefully the chat bug won't happen, so we won't have to keep remaking the stream. It's potential to be great. Just got to hope that the bad stuff doesn't happen again, right? I guess we'll see. Then tomorrow night, TCG Card Shop Sim. How will it do when we are doing new cards, Ascended Heroes and the Japanese Abyss Eye cards? All right, how will these do? I wonder. Will people go crazy for them? Because, again, this is cool. This is a preview of the new cards. Like, we're going to get to see them before we even do the English ones next month. So that'll be awesome. I hope you guys will join me for Card Shop Sim as we continue to expand the shop and do more. I've already got more recommendations of things to do. Basically, I was told you got to save up for one of the card pack openers so that you do it for yourself. Very important you get that. And then you get the sorting table. It's called a workbench. You can have an employee sort all of your stuff into decks that you can then sell in the store for money. That way, all those tiny low-level cards that aren't worth anything can actually be sold for profits, and they're not just sitting around. So, sounds like a plan. Tomorrow should be a great day. I hope you'll all join me all day long tomorrow on DSP Gaming. But in the meantime, everyone, please have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. Peace out.